Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to the Makeup Mummy family. And guys, if you are new here, it would be awesome if you can hit that subscribe button and remember and hit that bell so it'll notify you every time I upload, which is Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays, because I don't want you guys missing anything. So today we're doing something slightly different. We're doing a little brush review. I have been using these brushes just to get a feel for what they're like, just to see how they perform and, you know, just all the other specifics. There are brushes in this collection that I'm not a fan of. There's also brushes that I really love. So we're going to discuss all that today, including price and where you can pick these up. So guys, if you want to see the brushes that we're going to be talking about today, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so a few things before we get started. You'll notice I am debuting my new hair. I dyed it very dark. Actually, I dyed it black because I go through a phase of where I'm red for quite a while, and then I kind of just think I want to go deep and dark. I generally am naturally very dark haired, so I just thought, why not go with the flow? Also, you will have to forgive me guys for my jacked up nails. They are awful, so I'm just going to put that out there that they're not looking their best. They're not looking pretty at all. The acrylics are so grown out, but I just don't have time to go and get them done. And I have been decorating my stepchildren's bedroom, and I have paint and gloss and everything all over them. So I'm just going to put that out there for you guys that they are looking a mess. But I don't want to sugarcoat anything here on my channel. I don't want to feel that I have to come on and be perfect all the time, because that's just not real life. I want to keep things very real here on my channel and show you that this is real life. I am a busy mum. I have a toddler. I'm decorating, and there's lots of other things. I've just started a makeup course, so there's a lot going on. So I just wanted to put that out there. So I hope you do forgive me for the mess of my nails. I do apologise. In my next video, I will make sure that these are rectified. Okay, so let's get started with the brush collection. This is from Morphe, and it's the Morphe Eye Credible 12-piece makeup brush set. Now this comes in a little bag just like this, so it's like a full leather bag, and it's got the Morphe brand just here. I don't know if you guys will see that with the reflection. Like I said, it's just a zipper. When you open it up, it is just a typical bag for holding your brushes. I will now be using this for travelling with and just putting in my handbag for my makeup that I take with me. And this is the brush collection here. As you can see, it is used. I have to say they are relatively quite good. I had my reservations simply because I have heard a lot of negatives about the shedding, and they're not as good quality as everyone makes out, blah blah. But I found that I haven't got any shedding with these brushes at all. If anything, there was a single hair that fell out from one of the brushes. I think it was one of the blending brushes, but other than that, I haven't had anything. These haven't been washed yet because I've only used these a couple of times, so they are due for a wash. So I'll be able to report back to you at a later date whether these brushes held up while cleaning. So you get a range of different eye brushes for different things. You get 3 blending brushes. One is pointed, one is tapered, and one is firm, quite dense. So let me just pick them up and we'll randomly talk about them, and I'll tell you whether I appreciate them or not. So let's start off with this one right here. The only thing that's kind of irritated me about these brushes is there's no numbers on them. The only thing that you've got right here is the Morphe logo just right there. But other than that, there's no numbers to tell you what brush this is. I'm really sorry. Look at all that gloss. Sorry, guys. It looks awful. I'm really sorry. So this is just a big fluffy brush. So I use this generally once I've primed my eyes. I would go in there and put like a cream or ivory on the lid just to coat that, and I would go in with another transition shade and again use that. I really like this brush, I have to say. It is dense, but it's still soft at the same time. All these brushes, I have to say, are quite soft. I'm going to do that so you can see that there are no, up against my, there's no fallout of hairs or anything of that nature. So yeah, I'm really liking this brush. This is probably one of my favourites. Just that big fluffy brush for getting in there, applying the colour and just smoothing them out, blending them out. And I do tend to use this as well for going in between colours. So if I'm packing on colour, I would go in with this big fluffy brush just to blend them all together and diffuse everything. So that is a favourite of mine. Then we have the 3 blending brushes. So let me just, oh, you've got runaways. Let me just pick them up for you. So as you can see, this one here is the one I had a little fallout with. You can actually see one of the bristles is kind of bent there on its way out. I'll just pop that back up there. But you get a pointed, you get a tapered, and you get a dense blending brush. So for me, my favourite has to be this one. I just really like how it's tapered at the edges. I just like how soft it is on the top, a really nice soft point. I just like getting in there in the crease. It blends out the colours nice, diffuses everything really nice. So this is probably my favourite out of the three. My least favourite, I've only used it once, the very, very tip of it. I just feel that this one is a little bit too pointy for me, and that's just personal preference. I mean, maybe for someone else it'll work better. We all kind of have our own likes and dislikes, but for me, I just feel when I'm applying this, or if I'm doing anything on the eye, it kind of leaves a line of eyeshadow behind, and I'm not a fan of that. I really don't like it. So this is probably my least favourite brush. I'm not really keen on it at all. This is more your pointed blending brush. If you were to use this very, very light-handed and just go in very gently just to sort of diffuse outer edges, I would maybe use it for that. But as far as properly blending, I'm not a fan of it. Like I said, this one here is my absolute favourite. And then we've got this one here, which is just a really dense brush. So I sort of use this for outer corner work, just blending all that in the outer corner, diffusing all that colour. I really like that for that. I think because of its size and how densely packed it is, I quite like it for just getting in that corner and all those intricate bits over here. Now, another two firm favourite of mine is the two pencil brushes that we get in the collection. So as you can see, we've got this one here, which is very, very small and tiny, so for really detailed work. And then you've got this one, which is a little chubbier and a little bit more tapered. This one I like using for under the waterline, for applying colour there, and I use this one for putting the inner corner highlight in. I absolutely adore both these brushes. This one I like, especially if I'm going in, for instance, if I'm doing a cut crease. I've got the cut crease down, I've got the shimmer on, everything's looking okay, but I want to go in there and maybe just deepen that transition shade just a little, just above the crease. Then I would just go in there and just take that brush with whatever colour I've had on and just deepen that up a bit without disturbing the rest of the shadows. So I absolutely adore these pencil brushes. Another brush I am liking from the collection is this one right here. So as you can see, it's pretty manky. I use this for cutting my crease for the concealer. I have to say this is a fabulous brush for that. It's just the right size and it's just the right density for just laying it on the eye and just creating that crease. I do really like it, and it makes the concealer, I don't know if it's the brush or if it's just my imagination, but I just feel it makes the concealer go further with this brush. So again, I'm a fan of this concealer brush. As you can see, that it's just a plain concealer brush. There's nothing fancy about it, but I do like it. This one I haven't used, guys. This is a gel liner brush. As you can see, it is so finely tipped. Let me just bring it over here for you guys. Very, very pointy, very, very fine. So ideal for creating that wing and creating your liner. I definitely would get some use out of this brush, I would have to say. I really, if I'm doing liner on my lid, it is typically a gel liner. So yeah, I will put this to good use at some point. This one right here, again, I'm really, really enjoying this one. There's nothing much to say about it. It does do its job, and I like the tip. It's not too long in length, the bristles, and everything is very, very finely packed together. And I really, really like it. The spoolie is just a spoolie. It works fine. It looks very, very similar to the Anastasia eyebrow brushes. So yeah, I am enjoying that as well. Now the last three brushes we've got is this one here, which is just a flat liner brush. Again, I haven't used this one yet. I'm sure I will put this to use at some point. I'm sure I will. Even maybe carving out my eyebrows I may use this for. Okay, and the last two we have here are smudge brushes. We have a tiny one and we have a larger one. And I use these for just smoking out the the waterline. I use them for just even like putting colours just in that very, very corner, especially this little one. It just seems to get right in there. I do like these brushes. Now, like I said, there's not many brushes out of the collection that I don't enjoy. These are £25 from Beauty Bay for 12 eye brushes. Now, what I've got to say on the matter is they are decent brushes. I haven't had an issue with many of them. Like I said, it's one of the blending brushes I'm just not keen on. I mean, the eyebrow brush is good. It does its job. But I have many other collections in my brush section that do the same kind of job as these do. Like for instance, I have the Zoeva dupes, and again they do everything that these brushes would do. I have Kivonge brush sets, quite a few of them actually, and they do just an amazing job at blending out my eyeshadows and they perform well. I've recently purchased a new set from MSQ, which I'm going to be testing out and seeing if I like. Apparently these are dupes to the Zoeva also. So I'm just going to test these out to see what I think. But my point is £25 for 12 eye brushes. I could get Kivonge sets from Amazon for £10 for the same amount of brushes, sometimes for even more brushes, and they perform just as well. I swear by the Kivonge brushes from Amazon, and I actually really, really like some of the Zoeva brushes from the dupe set that I got. Now obviously, for people out there, you're always going to want the proper set. When I say dupe, people are just going to go out and buy the real set, which is great. But if you're on a budget like myself and many others out there, sometimes you have to go for the dupes or lower priced brushes. And there's nothing wrong with the brushes, guys. I have to say, all the brushes I own, I absolutely adore. I've tested them and tested them and tested them, and I absolutely love them. Like I said, I really do like these Morphe brushes, and I am intrigued to try out some more. I want to sort of try out the rose gold sets and things like that. But in the meantime, I'm happy using the set I have here from Morphe and also all my other sets that I really, really like and I'm comfortable using. I know how they perform, and I know that when I use them, I'm going to get the desired effect on my eyes. So it's just personal preference, guys. Some people just really don't like Morphe brushes, really don't like Morphe as a brand. I happen to like Morphe as a brand. I happen to like their eyeshadows, and I do like most of the brushes that I've tried here. £25 for a brush set for a lot of people is just out of reach, and I'm just saying there are other brushes out there, guys, that work just as well. Kivonge, some of your dupe sets are really, really nice. Look on Amazon and see what you can find. And eBay, they have brush sets as well. Brushes are brushes in my opinion. If it was makeup, I would say to you, no, stay clear of like eBay makeup, because you just don't know what you're getting when it comes to makeup. You don't know the ingredients that they're putting in there. But as far as brushes, I think you're pretty safe with that. Like I said, most of mine are off Amazon, and the Kivonge sets range from like £10, £12, so you're not paying a lot of money for a decent brush set. And this one is Morphe. I purchased these simply because I just wanted to give them a go, and it was the cheapest set on Beauty Bay. Most of Morphe's sets are a little bit more on the pricey side, something that I just can't afford at the moment. But yeah, all in all, I do like the brush set. Like I said, there is a certain brush in there that I don't like, and I maybe won't use, but all in all, it is a decent brush set. So it's the 12-piece Eye Credible set if you are thinking about it. It's a good little brush set if you're just starting out, or you're just wanting to experiment with the brand and see what they have to offer. I haven't, like I said, had an issue with shedding or anything of that nature. I had, I think, one bristle fall out, and there was one dodgy one that I showed you there. I haven't cleaned these of yet, so I definitely will report back to you in a different video just to let you guys know about those brushes and if they did in fact shed or lose any substance. But guys, that is everything for today. I hope you have liked what you saw here, and I hope this has given you a little insight to that brush set if you are thinking about delving your toes into the Morphe pool. Like I said, there's very, very, very much so lots of different options out there if you don't have that £25 to spend. Like I said, I don't always either. We just kind of have to judge what we're doing, and I pick up when I can pick up is what I'm trying to say. So guys, if you have enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, it'd be awesome if you could do. And remember to hit that bell so it'll notify you every time I upload, which is Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays. So guys, until the next video, Have a great one, whether it be day or night, and remember and stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.